Hey, good afternoon. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard, and we are here for Beard on King as I turn my volume down. Beard on King episode 21. Let's talk about Mr. Mercedes. This is the TV show. I mistakenly said in. So, this is episode 2. We're going to talk about episodes 6 through 10, basically the wrap up of the first season of Mr. Mercedes, that somewhat, for the most part, mimics the book Mr. Mercedes. Now, this universe is just a wealth of shit, and every time I go down a rabbit hole of looking up, a particular character, like for example, Holly Gibney. I, I think she's a lot older in the book than she is in the TV show. I mean, at least the actress that plays her appears relatively young. I mean, I would say late 20s. I'm a horrible judge of age. Maybe she's older than that. But in the book, I think Holly is supposed to be older, like late 30s, early 40s. I'm not 100% sure on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually tried to look that up, and then I went down this rabbit hole of seeing that while Justine Lupe plays Holly Gibney in Mr. Mercedes and the other series here, it's played by the character is played by someone else in The Outsider. Now, I've read The Outsider. I did it on audio probably about 4 or 5 years ago, before I got to where I could handle audio books. And so I didn't follow it super closely, but I also did not remember who Holly Gibney was. And the fact that she plays a major role in The Outsider, now I'm like, well, shit. I'm going to have to go back and redo that one. And then there's a TV series for that too, right? So, going to have to check that out. I also know that she's part of a novella, If It Bleeds, in the collection called If It Bleeds, and I'm gonna have to check that out too. I really like Holly Gibney in the show. Again, she's got ticks, like somewhere on the spectrum type thing, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but she comes off as kind of annoying for me, at least in the book. And again, uh, you know, it's honesty, not trying to be a dick. In the show, again, Justine Lupe, I keep wanting to say Justin, is very she's an attractive lady. She's without getting weird about it, she's an attractive lady, and I really enjoy her part in the show. Now, some standout I like the cast in this thing a lot. I mean, the people that are playing these parts, I really like. Of course, I was familiar with Brendan Gleeson way back from Braveheart, right? Um, Kelly Lynch, familiar with her from Roadhouse. Of course, Mary Louise Parker from all kinds of stuff. Probably Weeds, though, mainly. But they're all great. But the standout ones for me really were like Brita Wool as Lou Linklater, Kelly Lynch as Deborah Hartsfield, Justine Lupe as Holly Gibney. Those are probably the super standout performances for me as far as the show goes. I think I said last episode when we were talking about episodes 1 through 5 of the show that I wasn't Harry Treadaway wasn't really doing it for me as Brady Hartsfield. I'm done with that. He is Brady Hartsfield now for me. Now again, I'm at this weird place where I've got like 100 pages left of End of Watch. I'm almost done with the series in book. And then I'm on episode 3 of season 2 in the show, which is actually End of Watch. That kind of threw me for a loop. Like, they do them out of order on the show. Like, series 2 is going to be End of Watch, and series 3 is going to be Finders Keepers, loosely, right? There's a lot of differences, especially in the Finders Keepers part that I noticed. But anyway, so I might be a bit all over the place here, and that's okay. This is just for me to spill my thoughts about the series. I really liked it. Love the casting. Again, Hodges has got a record collection, puts a record on occasionally. The music in the show is great. This one had some major points, right, that I needed to see hit in 6 through 10. There are a couple major deaths in the book, and I'm not going to go super far into those. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm not going to spoil this for you. I mean, if you haven't read the book, I'm not going to ruin it. But there are 2 major deaths that happen in the series, pretty much just like they did in the book. The first one um, was brutal. I mean, brutal. The scene with, damn it, I can't tell you, but um, anyway, the first one was brutal, and if you've read it, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'll just say, it happens in a house, in a kitchen. I'll put it that way. I'll tell you who it was. That scene was brutal, crazy, believable. I mean, just really, really well done. The second one happens in a vehicle. Good, really good. I mean, now I think some of the cinematography on that. I mean, the area was empty, right? Like I just expected there to be more collateral damage from that, I think. And I don't really recall how it was in the book. I mean, we're in a pretty I guess quiet scenario there, but I think I just expected it to be there to be more people around when that happened. But other than that, good. Stuck to it, gutsy. The people that needed to die, per the book, died. Great. The ending of this thing is a bit different. In the book, Brady Hartsfield has this plot to kill himself and set off a bomb at this boy band concert. I think they were called Around Here. We do something different in the show. It's like this local art fair. I mean, still a lot of people, not thousands and thousands like there would have been at a boy band concert, but like a local art fair. I like that more. I think mostly because I just didn't want to hear any more about the boy band. I didn't want to have any, references to, fictional pop songs. I generally don't like that when King does that. The Stand is a really, really good book, but every time I think about it, all I can think of is "Baby, Can You Dig Your Man." I hate that damn song, and I've said that, and people are like, "Oh, that's just how songs were of that time and time and place or whatever." It was the 80s or whatever it was, and I was like, but for me, like that character, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've looked at anything Stand related. That character kind of came off more as like a late 80s Springsteen than he did like some dumb pop song singer or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I just never liked "Baby, Can You Dig Your Man." He's a righteous man. Never liked that. Sorry. But anyway, yeah. So the death scene's great. The ending, I liked it. Again, Frobisher, Anthony Frobisher, Robert's played by Robert Stanton, plays a bigger role in the series than he does in the book. And I liked that. First of all, the actor does a great job at the role, but he has an important scene to kind of set up how villainous Brady Hartsfield is. It's the same thing kind of for Breda Wool as Lou Linklater. She plays a bigger role in Mr. Mercedes. She's going to come back. She's got a bigger part to play in the overall series, but I love the actress first of all, but I liked her role. She plays a role in the immediate build up to the ending, and I like that part as well. Overall, really great. What is up with the tortoise? What is up? Bill Hodges has a tortoise, and I meant to mention this for the first episode of this, but I didn't mention the damn tortoise. What is up with that? He does not have a tortoise in the book that I'm aware of. Honestly, when I first saw the tortoise, before we met Jerome's dog, I thought that was going to be a scene, like Brady was going to attempt to kill the tortoise. The dog is safe in both book and TV show format, just so we're clear. The dog is safe. But you don't think the dog's going to be safe in either format. But the dog is safe. But what is up with the tortoise? That was odd. He's got this big monster of a tortoise in his backyard that they occasionally show us him go out there and roll a head of cabbage to it or whatever. Yeah, just odd. I really thought Brady was going to go after that thing. One other thing, again, I love what is her damn name? I love Holland Taylor as Ida Silver, Bill's next door neighbor. Again, I don't believe she exists in the book. And you think there's going to be a romantic relationship with her and Hodges, and it just does not come to fruition. Again, I'm on episode 3 now. I thought she was an older lady, like a retired lady. Now I'm getting too far into season 2, but she's actually a high school teacher. We find out, but anyway, I just thought there was going to be this romantic relationship between Ida and Bill, and that's just not the case. They're just friends. I don't really understand her role yet. I don't know that she's going to play this role that makes her necessary to the story. But I do like the actress, and I mean, so one final thing: there were elements in the book that I didn't like. 3 elements, really. One was Jerome's alter ego. 2 was Brady's racist rants. 3 was Hodges and Janie in their romantic relationship. I for whatever reason, I didn't like those 3 things. 2 of them were non-existent in the series. The romantic relationship between Janie and Bill is still there. But anyway, that's it. I liked it. I mean, probably 4 stars on the series. Now, I will say that I think it's going to go downhill for me from here. I'm not loving End of Watch. I'm not loving the storyline there with Brady still being an element. First of all, I mean, I'd rather it moved on to something else, some other villain. But also the way that he's still around. There's, I guess, supernatural like power elements to it, and I'm not loving that. So it may be downhill from here, but Mr. Mercedes 4 stars, really liked it. And Finders Keepers, the fact that it's out of order and the fact that they're doing it differently, I just don't know that it's gonna. I mean, Finders Keepers is my favorite book of the 3. Again, I'm not all the way done with End of Watch, but it's my favorite of the 3. So I'm concerned that the way the show's going, it's going to mess that up for me too. But that's all right. I'm going to watch it and come back here and talk to you. Probably do the same thing I've done here, like a mid-season wrap-up on season 2 here fairly soon. So that's it. This is Beard on King. Hope you liked it. Hope you... first of all, I appreciate you being here. Click subscribe, please. And hope you're enjoying your TV, your books, whatever, as much as I am. See you next time. Bye. If I can find the stop button.